I think programmatic's in a place that it's constantly evolving. And I think that's what's really great about programmatic is that we look back to the days where it was all, you know, client side, ad tags and waterfalls and passbacks that cause loops, and now we're moving to this header bidder, or it's widely adopted, but it's just cleaning up on some of that latency. Reporting is better, bids are faster, and ideally it's a bit more of a transparent marketplace than it was maybe 2-3 years ago. But as we all know, it's evolving even further. And I feel like with the adoption of the client side header bidder, the server side header bidder is just moving parallel, if not faster. And we're seeing this kind of evolution from hosting everything on your side, working with your tech teams, making sure that all the placements are correct. And it's a lot of work on the ad operations side, on the engineering side, on the SSPs to make sure everything is set up correctly. And then with the server side solutions, a lot of it is more seamless, less dev work. A lot is done in the servers or clouds. So it seems that the latency is getting faster. So I think we're in a transitional state still, that we're moving towards something that's a little bit better. I don't think we're fully there yet, but I think in the coming years, it's going to be even a better place than it is now.
Cool. And tell us your take on wrappers and sort of the scope of it and what it means and the value of it.
Yeah. With wrappers, at Ziff Davis, we were early adopter of pre-bid. And the philosophy at Ziff Davis is we're very do-it-yourself, and we believe in building our own solutions, our own ad tech. So when we found out that pre-bid, being open source, would allow us to really customize it and get nuanced with it, we were really excited. And we jumped all into the deep end. So it was a bit of a learning process, and we have over 120 websites that we had to onboard and come up with the solutions for. But it was something that we felt like taking the bid and auction dynamic out of the ad server, I guess you could say, in the sense of those, tags that were in the ad server, and put it on the page and, give buyers a chance to really read that cookie. That was something we were really excited for. We, outside of, everything else with our do-it-yourself mentality, we have our own in-house DMP as well. So we really understand our audience and our readers. And we really try to value and be a number one purchase companion for everything we do. So we felt like the header bidder would really allow those buyers who don't know us yet to really get to know us. And we wanted to be as transparent as possible. So it was something we were really excited about. But as I mentioned, it was a bit of a heavy lift, and it constantly needs to be nurtured, I think. It's not really a set it and forget a solution. So we really wanted to dedicate a team to analyze it, report on it, and understand what was happening daily. Because if something was wrong or broken, it wasn't realized or figured out soon, things would break and money wouldn't be made. So we love our solution, but it's something that it's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm. And tell us about, you mentioned the buyers. What are the buyers expecting from you guys? Clearly that's where the revenue comes from. And how do you gauge the buyer demands and how you respond to that?
Yeah, so we are OpenRTB compliant. So we pass through site domain, pretty much all the parameters that OpenRTB allows. And with that being said, we keep an eye and our finger on the pulse of the auctions as much as we can, as much as the SSPs allow us to see and the buyers allow us to see. But we've really tracked who is buying us. And it's pretty interesting too, because one of the things I thought, moving to Ziff Davis, was that a lot of our buyers would be endemic advertisers, and it really was a lot of non-endemic advertisers. So it allowed us to get a chance to really talk to those agency trade desks, talk to those in-house advertisers, and really see, open those dialogues and conversations to say, hey, you're bidding on us, at X amount. Maybe we can set up, a preferred deal or something that would really be more nuanced for what you're looking for. And leveraging our in-house DMP, those conversations were something that we spent the last year really crafting. And I would say that our programmatic direct business, where based on deals, is skyrocketed because of it.
And finally, we talk about the duopoly of Facebook and Google, their gigantic spot, their growing dominance. What are the opportunities and the challenges for like a big publisher like Ziff Davis to sort of grow and expand, given the sort of the amount of spend that's going into the duopoly from the advertisers?
Yeah, it's something we think about a lot, actually. We think about the duopoly and how they're, I don't want to say affecting our business, but essentially affecting our business because, we work with DFP, or a big Google adopter. But for us, we try to think of the end goal, which is really, one, our readership, and two, our relationship with our advertisers. So while we really are trying to stay up on the trends of both companies, we really are looking to see who's on that fringe of the walled garden, and really working with those folks as well, because we do believe that there's going to be a time where some other big names are really going to start to break into the forefront, and we really want to be holistically compliant with everybody. So it's something that we think about a lot. For us, some of our biggest concerns are really the programmatic supply chain, and who, from dollar spent from advertiser to dollar received on the publisher side, we really try to look into where that take rate is and where it's coming from. And we negotiate pretty rigorously with all of our partners and agencies and SSPs and whatnot, but the same goes for that duopoly. So we believe in their solutions, but we continue to have that same rigorous vetting process that we would even if they weren't the two big ones.